What is up, YouTube? I got a brand new video today. I'm going to talk to you about the CZ Scorpion. This is the Evo 3. Obviously, it's not stock. I'm going to talk about some of the upgrades and stuff like that that I did to it. I did get a chance to test fire it. It works as expected. I haven't put it through its paces yet, but from what I've seen and all the research that I did, these are certainly one of the more reliable of sub guns. Talk about some of the upgrades first. I put on a Pasky Sapper, however the fuck you say it, Pasky Sapper handguard, and I've also got a Gearhead Works tailhook folding stock. Comes with the adapter and everything. Now I bought the gun stock, but it did come with this, and it cost me right around $1,000. Also threw on the grip, and this is a Yeti Works grip, and pretty nice. I like the big arch on the back strap there. Threw on a handy dandy EOTech, and in case you're wondering, no, the EOTech does not co-witness with these irons on here. The irons are more or less for my aesthetic pleasure. I suppose if my EOTech ever went down, I could always just remove it and use the irons for it, but as far as regular use and co-witness with it, not gonna work. Another thing that I will get around to doing is putting a new charging handle on there. They do sell aftermarket ones that are a little bit extended for people with big fat sausage fingers like I got, which is a certainly nice thing to have. Now this has last round bolt hold open, unlike the MP5, but if you want to summon your inner operator and you want to do the HK slap, it does have that option on there. So anyway, let me hold this back. And there's also a bolt release right here as well. Now that way, if you fire dry, you can pretty much do it either way, but the bolt release does work. A couple of other things to note when you do buy this thing is the trigger has a very, very high pull on it. I think it's like right around 10 pounds or something like that. I don't know what exactly, but it's somewhere in that area. However, it's a fairly easy fix. All you have to do, there's two websites that you're gonna wanna go onto for not only some of these aftermarket stuff, but as well as the trigger spring that you're gonna wanna put in your trigger pack. And that is HBI Industries, and also Prepper Gun Shop also sells a lot of stuff for Scorpion. So you want to go check them out. The spring that you need to put in your trigger pack is like $7 or $8, something like that. It's not very expensive, but it will certainly help out the trigger tremendously. You're not going to want this stock trigger in there. Another thing that I really disliked about it is the little switch here. It's very, very, like, it takes a lot of force in order to move from safe to fire. Not a fan of that. I think it's something to do with the trigger pack. It's got like this little metal thing that basically has to trip every time you switch it back and forth. And anyway, it's on there pretty good. So another modification that you may want to consider, which I'm thinking about, but is the mag release right here. They do sell extended ones that come all the way down to here, but I don't really think it's all that necessary. I think I get plenty of purchase right here. As far as magazines that it comes with, it does come with these Manticore Arms 32 round mags. Now initially CZ had their Gen 1 mags have plastic feed lips, which have a problem with cracking and breaking. So I believe that they changed this out. Now these do have the little, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's got the little steel tops to it to keep that from happening. So I haven't heard any issues with their Gen 2 mags. However, I'm not a fan of the kind of translucent ones, so I decided to pick up some ones from Palmetto State Armory. These are the AKV mags, and in my opinion, they're much nicer. Go in there just fine, with the exception of right on the front here, you can see this little raised portion. It does tend to bind up in the mag well a little bit, so, but that's nothing but that if you, the type of person who wants it to completely drop free, all it takes is just a little bit of sandpaper right here on the top, and just sand it a little bit, go in, check it every so often. And then once you get it down to the right level, it should not have any problems dropping free. As far as aesthetics goes though, that's a good looking gun. It really is. That's actually why I went with it over the Streebog, which the Streebog is really the only, the Streebog Grand Power is really the only one in this weapons class, with the exception of the AKV. AKV, from what I understand, has had a lot of problems with it, so I decided not to go with that one. Mainly because they still need to work out a lot of the kinks with it. So Once they get like a Gen 3 or something like that out, then I may go pick that up, or I may pick up the Street Bog. Street Bog is a lot lighter, and it's also got more of the AR type functions. So if that's the kind of gun you train with, the AR, you're going to be a little bit more familiar with it. All the same, it's really not that not that much of a difference, really. You know, when it comes to this one, with the exception of you know, you got the charging camera right here loaded up at the front. All around a really nice gun. I just don't like the fact that it's really freaking heavy, but durability wise and everything, not a problem. So anyways, if you have any questions on performance or anything like that, or how to install some of this stuff, just drop a note in the comments. I'd be more than happy to get back to you. Thanks for watching.